are no longer going by that. If he's mean to you, if he negs you, if he is annoying in any kind of way, that means that he likes you. We're not doing that anymore. I realize that growing up, that is what was pushed on girls. That, oh, if he's mean to you, that just means he likes you. And that was so much bullshit. And it was honestly setting up young girls and women to equate an asshole to someone who really loves you or likes you. And that is just it's sinister. My daughter asked me the other day if I had a crush on anyone right now, and I said no. I also threw in there, a crush is just a lack of information. And I said, do you have a crush on anyone, or does anyone have a crush on you?
I mean, if projecting, lying, and pushing false narratives was all rolled up in one, right? This is the person that would be your liar, your false narrative pusher, because that's all she's doing is she's building a narrative and then just projecting. Because once again, people, here's the thing, right? You've heard some boys do that, but that was more of a woman thing, right? Where a guy's like, dude, she's always mean, she's always this, she's always hitting me. And there were a lot of people who would say, bro, that means she likes you. We've always heard that. We've always heard it that way. Once again, at times, did it do apply to some little boys? Yes, right? But we've always heard it when it came down to girls hitting on little boys, girls, annoying little boys. That means they like them. Because guess what? There's no way we grow up and we are taught, little boys are taught how to treat little girls, how to treat women, right? But it's never vice versa. And y'all then going to sit here and she's then going to try to sit here and push a narrative that your little boys sit here annoy and trash, sit here annoy and disrespect little girls. It doesn't make any sense. Like that literally contradicts how we're gonna raise them to be one way just to then turn around and be okay to allow them to hurt other women. It just doesn't make any sense. And even then, let's just say even then, because it has happened before, right? It has happened where a little boy may hit him. He doesn't know how to express himself that well. It's a little child. It's a little boy. You generally go through all of that in high school, maybe middle school. Come high school, you already know how to talk to women, right? It ain't to the point where what she's describing. And I also have to ask her, what type of men are you dealing with? How are you this old and you're just now coming to the realization that, hey, well, listen, as an adult, you probably shouldn't be doing that, right? And this is why it doesn't make any sense. But these are the type of women, right? She reminds me of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, and she reminds me of Kendra G. They will sit here and they will talk about the very small men, the very small group of men that men even tell these women don't deal with. They will try to make that their whole niche. They will try to make that their whole stick. So they're going to go ahead and talk about the very small group of men that even these women know not to deal with. That's what they will push. Oh, well, y'all women shouldn't be dealing with these Pookies and Ray Rays. These Pookies and Ray Rays are like this. They'll then make a whole nother video. See, here's what's wrong with some of your men today. They will sit here and they will try to take your car. They will sit here and they will always try to ask for money. They will sit here and they will always try to get into your purse. And it'd be like, that's their whole content. And you just got to be asking, like, ma'am, you're talking about a very small group of men. You're talking about a very small group of men that y'all know y'all shouldn't be dealing with, that even other men tell you don't deal with, that your fathers tell you don't deal with, that your brothers will tell you don't deal with, that hell, some of your friends will tell you don't deal with, but y'all still deal with them.
Everybody acting like they scared to say it, I'ma say it. I couldn't work at a prison. I'll be all back there in the cell with men, especially the fine ones. What you in here for, boo? For real, you did all that? And they locked you up for it? So what you want me to sneak you in, an Xbox or an iPhone? Girl, I have an Xbox all in my ass trying to get it through there.
This is why I don't buy the we're tired of the Pookies and Ray Rays conversation, because no, y'all not. A lot of women love the men that are in prison. A lot of women love the street guys. Y'all love it. So when y'all get into this conversation saying we tired of it, no, y'all not. You're not tired of it. There's women who come out and say we only want those type of men. I love that type of man. Even the quote unquote classiest, well educated, well put together women love the Pookies and the Ray Rays. So I'm overhearing all about all the men are in prison. We don't want them. Yes, y'all do. Yes, y'all do. And even making jokes about it, if she is trying to be funny, the comments The comments were like, yes, girl, it'd be hard. I wouldn't be able to keep my composure. I wouldn't be able to keep myself together. So y'all don't want the good men. Women really don't want the good guy. Y'all don't. Y'all love the bad boys who treat y'all like y'all not worth anything, that dog walk you, and y'all complain, but that's what y'all want. The good guys always finish last because y'all don't want them. Y'all want the bad boy who gonna dog walk you. That's just what it is.
But y'all will only want to hear it coming from other broken women who have no results. Once again, has 0 results. And people just listen, just look at her mindset. Her daughter says, hey, who do you have a crush on? This woman's response, right? This response kind of tells you everything about her. It kind of tells you why she's in the situation that she is in anyway. She says that, hey, well, I don't have a crush on anybody. That just means you just have a lack of information. Well, ma'am, just off the strength of that alone, we can tell that you have a lack of personality and a lack of realism. You need to get the hell out of here. This is why you are a single mother right this moment. And it sounds like your daughter might be young. So you're a fresh single mother. And this is the type of advice you want to give to people. But let's continue.
And she said, no, I don't have a crush on anyone, but there's a boy in my class that has a crush on me. And I said, okay, well, tell me about him. And she said, well, he's not really kind to me. He doesn't let me and Alyssa, her classmate, sit together and play together. Red flag. Immediately, I said, hey, we do not entertain people that are unkind to us. And she said, yeah, he's being disrespectful. And in that moment, I was so proud of her because I never want her to believe that a boy or a man, when she gets older, him being unkind signals to liking her. I need her to know right now at her 6 years of age that that is not normal. It is not cute, and it is not anything to be attractive. Please, please, please tell these young girls that a man being an asshole, a man being mean, a man negging, it doesn't mean shit. It never did. The only thing that it did for my generation on back is make you try harder. Because, all right, that asshole behavior pulled you in, that unkind behavior pulled you in. Now he's going to make you work for his attention. That is so incorrect. So please join me in letting our young girls know, our babies know, that unkind men will not get far with you.
I truthfully wonder if this woman teaches her daughter how she should reciprocate value to other men, how she should treat other men. Because we already know women who are like her, all they do is teach their daughters how to be exactly like them. Bitter women who will never get a man who's only going to be college educated, and still they still won't be able to show that because people, we have stopped playing with Trey. You got your boy Stop Playing with Trey going onto the campus of Howard, right? I want to say that's one of your prestigious colleges, right? When it comes down to HBCUs. And when you look at some of the interviews that he has with these young women, you like, dog, what are they teaching you in college? How is it every single time, each generation of sisters, right? Every single year we have a group of sisters coming out talking about they're college educated, talking about how they're the most enrolled, but yet anytime we have these discussions with them, it's like, man, they didn't go to college. It's like they didn't go to school at all. And it's because these are the type of women that they're being raised by. These women think that their degree means something. They'll get an African American studies degree and then go get a master's degree or whatnot and think they're smart. It's like, ma'am, you're not. You're not. You got to show that, man, by being able to actually have conversations with people. I'm talking about off the wall conversations in the sense of, hey, man, I meet you and we just having a simple conversation and we can trade ideas. Not in no setting, man, where, oh, well, it's a time, this is a debate, this, that. No, we should be able to have a simple conversation. And that's what Trey does. He goes up to these women, tries to give them a platform so they can explain why they wear the horsehair, right? And they can't even explain it. They just make up all their excuses. And then when you sit here and you start to hit them with facts, you start to embarrass them, you then have women jump on the comments comments and say, well, all y'all want to do is sit here and down women and this, that, and the third. Prove it. How are we downing them? We literally just saw a video of a bunch of young black girls, right, who are going to be college educated, who are going to be doctors, who are going to want to fight to be managers. We just saw them sit here and disrespect a man up and down. He did not disrespect them in any kind of way. Oh, well, you shouldn't be asking a woman why they insecure about their hair, this, that. Yeah, I mean, once again, it's part of content. It is to get people going. It is a part of the entertainment. But if you notice, every single video, the second women start to actually try to have the conversation, it calms down. We already know the man's joking. Even the women know that he's joking, and they sit there and just have the discussion. But of course, there's other women who's just gonna because they can't handle the conversation, because they can't prove their point, they want to then try to grasp for every and anything out of the air. And these are your women who are the 70 to 80% of your women who will initiate divorce, who will sit here and destroy the whole family because of what she wants, right? She even has a video of her even talking about that situation, right? Where it's not in depth, right? But she quote unquote was asked by her husband, well, you're just going to just up and leave with my child and just become a single mother, right? And she's one of those other women that says, hey, well, listen, I had to leave because I had to do what's best for me. These women are something else, man.
So you just gonna go out here and be a baby mama? That is what my ex-husband said to me before I gathered my daughter and gathered our things and left to go back to my parents' house.
But yet the most educated, right? The most enrolled, has the most degrees, but yet y'all constantly pick the very piss poor men your father told you to stay away from. Your mother probably told you to stay away from. You have your friends and everybody else telling you to stay away from, but you still decide to do it anyway. So then the same hurt woman, the same woman want to sit here and jump on the internet to project to other hurt, broken women who don't like to listen to anybody other than other broken women, just to then jump on the internet and try to make some money off of talking about the very small group of men that we already knew not to deal with to begin with, right? But once again, understand these are the same boys that come from the single parent households raised by who? The mothers, the very bitter mothers you see right on this video. But do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one.